What's up, everybody, and welcome to TinkTink.org interviews. I'm your host, Josh Wilson, here today with Florian Himsl from Comics Games, aka co-creator of games such as Coil, Triachnid, Cunt, and of course, The Binding of Isaac. How are you doing today?
Oh, hello. I'm good. Yes, I made those things.
Alright,
Uh,
how did you first get into gaming?
um, that is hard to tell. Oh, yes, I actually played the game Overboard. If you ever heard of it, probably not. You could see me play it on my channel if you like. It's called Game Squid. And it's a very old game about a ship that shoots other ships, and it's amazing. But it was aged already at the time, and it's only gotten worse.
Sounds like it's time for you to make a remake, perhaps.
I'm planning on it.
Alright, how did you get into game development?
Yes, I didn't think these would be the questions. Okay, let's see. I basically just started. Yeah, my mother's boyfriend had a CD and the Flash was on it, and then I played around with that and learned very little, very slowly, and then one day I made games.
If anyone was interested into getting into the gaming field or opening a company or going indie or something, do you have any generic advice or personal advice or anything like that?
It's pretty simple. You just get Unity and you play around until you know what it's all about. It's quite simple. It couldn't get any easier. If I had Unity when I started, oh my God, the opportunities. But then again, you also have a lot of competition now, so I guess you have to be the best of the best. Hmm.
All right, comics games. Why did you decide on this name, and what's up with the squid?
Oh, I like squids. I'm not so happy with comics games anymore, but I guess it's gonna be named Game Squid soon enough. I guess the website will still be there, but the main focus is on the YouTube channel, and that's called Game Squid. And maybe I'll even make the games under that name. We'll see.
So, have you ever worked at a larger game development company, or have you always been just a one or two man team?
I never actually worked at any job where I wasn't either a freelancer or my own boss. I guess I was always my own boss actually, and we were just part. I was just a partner with Edmund. We were equal, I guess.
All right.
So no,
How is it? How is development like being in a small group? And you're in Austria, and I'm assuming Edmund's here in America. So I'm assuming Skype. Like, how did the development go like that?
we actually use just text messages all the time, just regular. We used AIM at the time. Now we use Skype, but mostly chatting, not actual phone calls.
All right. So
Uh,
You're in Austria right now, correct?
yes, that's right.
So
And
how is? Or go ahead. I'm sorry.
um, yeah, it's always annoying with the delay on Skype in America. Well, let's see. Well, I guess we have our different times, but we just meet once a day usually for talking about what we did and such, and exchanging the assets. I work with more American people now even. Well, same amount but different ones.
So what is the how's the gaming industry like in Austria, or is there a gaming industry really?
I wouldn't know. I only play with my computer and do online things really. I don't go out and meet anyone about my work at least.
So do you pay attention to the gaming industry online and whatnot? And if so, do you have any opinion on where it's going? You know, what it's doing right, what it might be doing wrong, anything like that?
Oh, well, I'm very displeased with these evolved deals where it's like so much DLC, but it's fine because well, actually, it's not fine, is it? I didn't buy Evolve because of that bullshit reason, so I guess I'll forever miss out. But usually I'm not too bothered with the gaming industry. I usually just play whatever I want. It's I play a lot of different games and they're mostly fun. I think it all works out. People know how to make games more or less.
That's good. So when you personally are working on a game, what is a typical day of development like for you?
Well, it's that's not a very nice thing to answer. It's usually just me being lazy for most of the day, and if I'm lucky, I get to work for an hour. I have very poor self-discipline.
Don't we all?
Hard to tell. I guess some people have to work for money.
So what is out of the games you have developed? What has been the funnest, or to have worked on, or your favorite game that you've worked on?
Well, recently I liked working on Isaac again. I made this free DLC for the original Isaac. It's not out yet, but it will be soon. And that was really fun, but well, I guess it's pretty much Isaac. Yeah, it's just so much good about Isaac. I love watching people play Isaac. It's nothing It's like the best YouTube stuff if I could just see them play my own game. It's amazing. And there's so many hours of Isaac on YouTube.
Yeah, it is a lot. So you make a lot of your games in Flash, maybe all of them. But like, how long does it usually take for you uh, to make a game from like the concept to the very end?
Well, there was times where I made games in 2 weeks, and considering that, it's surprising I don't have more games. But I guess I have about 20 Flash games, so it's still something. But most of them are really old by now, and they don't hold up. So I guess it goes in bursts sometimes. Sometimes you can get a lot done in a short time, and then whole months I don't get anything done.
So when you're going through a dry spell, I guess is there anything you do to try and I guess motivate yourself to start developing again, or is it something that just kind of happens?
Well, a while ago I would just well, I'm not sure if I got over this, but usually I would just not care and just play for whole months, half a year sometimes, and I would just be playing games and not do anything productive whatsoever. Like one time I got addicted to an MMO for half a year, and then I played that literally when I got up till I went to bed and didn't do anything else. That was before Isaac even, so how did I manage with money? I don't know, but it's just I forgot the question. Never mind. Oh, right, I remember. um, yeah, now I have my YouTube channel and I try not to lose touch with my productive side so much anymore. And at least when I play games now, at least I record it, so that's something. Not completely wasted now.
So Coil, Cunt, and Triachnid are other games that you're, I guess, known for. Can you tell us a little, I guess, development history about each, or were they kind of all just straightforward, or how was that?
Hmm. Uh, I guess they're pretty straightforward. In Triachnid, I made the engine, and then I showed Edmund, and then he made all the graphics over it, and then we made levels together and such. And then we got nominated to the IGN, I think, but we didn't win. But I even came to America to the ceremony, and it was interesting. And I met Edmund, but then I have not been traveling since because I like it home best.
Nothing wrong with that. So,
Uh,
what are the chances we could see a sequel to Triachnid, or any of the
hmm,
other games?
they're rather low, I suppose. Edmund wanted to possibly make a sequel to Cunt, but I'm not sure how we both are for time because he's really busy all the time. And I'm also trying to work on certain games now. that are still kind of secret. But they're 3D and they're in Unity, and I'm moving away from Flash, basically.
All right. So, is Cunt sexist, or are people overanalyzing things?
Oh, it's sexist, all right. I hate women.
Well, there
Yep.
you go. All right.
Yeah,
So,
they always assume that Edmund's the one who hates women, but no, it's me.
all right. So, what is Coil all about?
Surprisingly, not about rape. It's about a young creature that goes through an entire life cycle and ends with it reproducing. And the poetry is all about time and being decayed by time, and not about rape. Surprisingly. Uh,
All right. So, you've worked on a few games with Edmund McMillan. How did he's in America, you're in Austria. How did y'all meet or start your collaboration together?
I was a fan of Gish, and I contacted him on email, and I showed him my game prototypes, and I guess he was mildly impressed, very mildly. Yeah, and then I just kept talking to him, and surprisingly he didn't have anything. He didn't mind, surprisingly. I don't I don't usually talk to young people who are trying to become game developers much. It's odd how he does that, and very good of him.
Yes. So, was the development process for The Binding of Isaac different from any of your other games? And, in what way, if so?
It was relatively quick, and I was working harder than I usually was, and Edmund pushed me to work even harder, so it got done pretty quick. But then it was full of bugs, and also it still is full of bugs, and I hope that I might fix some of that now in the new update, but there'll probably always be bugs in Isaac.
So I'm assuming if you could do it over again, you would have not used Flash and ActionScript.
No, I don't know about that. It would have been difficult. Flash is just good. It just gets stuff done. You don't have to worry much about all kinds of problems, all kinds of bugs that you get in other languages. You can just easily fix things, and it's really a time saver. It's really not bad. It's too bad. It's kind of got the underdog now compared to Unity, I guess. There was a golden age of Flash games for a while, but I guess that time's over. Probably. I haven't tried getting a game licensed in a while. Or maybe I didn't have a good game. There were some problems with some games I had that I didn't get a good sponsor for. But I guess I wouldn't get the sponsor now anyways, because now I would just put my own logo on there and get my own traffic from it.
So, I'm a big fan of Indie Game the movie, and it had Edmund in it. Is there any chance we could possibly ever see something along those lines for The Binding of Isaac, or just any of the projects you and him have worked on, or anything like that?
Well, I can tell you for a fact that there was no footage recorded, so I guess that's rather unlikely that it would happen.
Well, I mean, for like maybe a future game that you might work on.
Oh yeah, well I don't think so because I'm kind of camera shy. I used to be really shy. I wouldn't even like to record my voice or anything. But now I'm having a YouTube channel, so I guess it's possible, but probably not. I still don't think I'll be liking camera. But I'm trying to show more of the development as well on my YouTube channel. More of the I've shown the exclusive footage of the update I'm working on, for example. I don't want to show the new games because I don't want them to be ripped off before they come out. So, but I do want to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff or a lot of development builds and just show how they they look before they became a real game. But I won't be diving in any pool.
So, any I guess particular interesting stories from working on any of your games? Any horror stories or just anything like that?
Hmm. Uh, I guess it was all pretty relaxed. I guess the 3 months of initial working on Isaac might have been slightly stressful, but I guess they were actually kind of good. Yeah, I got a lot done, and I also had a nice girlfriend at the time. It was really a good time. Hmm. No, no horror stories.
I mean, that's good. It's good. So, Isaac, I would say, is a success. Has that success changed your life in any way?
Well, it certainly has financially. I'm not sure how it's how it affected me in my work morale. I guess if it had not sold a single copy, I might have quit, but probably not though. What else am I gonna do? Where else can I work an hour a day?
Not many places. Prostitution, maybe. I'm not sure. But
Oh yeah, maybe some kind of stunt driver, just just on a motorcycle. But I did always want to be in porn. Yeah, but it's probably not gonna happen.
well, I mean, put it on the back burner for now, at least. You're still
Oh yeah.
developing games. So, you're listed as the coder and designer for Isaac. So, I mean, obviously, we know, what the coding part is, but what did you design in the original Binding of Isaac?
Well, it's all about trial and error. It's all about just making it one way and then changing it. It's just most of the things weren't set in stone, or at least I didn't care and I made them my own way. So I guess it's just I didn't write any design documents if that's what you mean. I just made the things and then we talked about how they should be and how they are and then we just made what seemed right.
All right. So, like, did you design any type of enemies or bosses or anything of that matter?
Mm, If I'm not remembering it wrong, I think I came up with the idea of the horseman, but then that was an idea taken from Darksiders and also the Bible and everything else. So, uh, but I guess I'm quite happy with the floating horses. But I think that might have been Edmund's design. Not sure. Maybe one of us definitely designed that.
I mean, I would hope, if not one of you two, then.
Yep.
So, Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Did you work on that in any way, shape, or form?
I did not. I
Is there a reason for that?
I was not involved at all. Well, I only did Flash at the time, and still I don't know how to do any standalone engines other than Unity. Hmm. I guess it I guess it could have happened with Unity if I had done that, but I was also really burnt out from Isaac, I suppose, so I just wanted to be left alone and not have to work on any Isaac for a while
Until now. So there's a new
until
DLC
now.
coming out. So why should everyone be excited about this new DLC that you're making?
Have you seen it?
I've seen some of it, yeah. But for any of those who are in the dark about it.
Well, if anyone ever hoped that the Binding of Isaac would be more difficult, here it goes. It'll be difficult, all right. It's got all these new enemies that are really difficult. And that's basically all there is, just new enemy variations.
All right. So was there any reason why you decided to make that DLC now,
Hmm.
as opposed to sooner, I guess, or later?
I actually started before Rebirth came out because I just felt like it, but mostly it was just me being lazy. I probably should have done it sooner, but it's fine, I guess, because I got all these new ideas that way.
All right. So do you have any particular favorite monster or boss or item or anything like that in Isaac?
Hmm. Choice. Hmm.
Or it doesn't just have to be one?
Oh yeah. Well, I do like quite a lot of them. I guess Monster's pretty cool. I like how he smiles when he jumps.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Very good.
Right. So, even though the answer may be, go play Rebirth, could you ever see yourself porting over Vanilla Isaac to a different engine like Unity, perhaps, or anything like that?
Never.
Never.
Absolutely never. Oh, all the work that would take. Oh God. Just, just all the work. Yeah, maybe it'd be more likely that I made a new version of Isaac, a binding of Isaac too. But don't quote me on that. I said maybe.
Maybe, maybe. I'll be sure not to uh, edit that out and make it where misquote you. So, so besides the DLC and possibly, maybe, quote unquote,
No,
Binding
no,
of
no.
Isaac,
Oh yeah, well, go on.
or besides the DLC and a maybe the Binding of Isaac 2, after this DLC comes out, just as of right now, do you have any other ideas or plans for Vanilla Isaac in the foreseeable future?
Probably not. I think I'll be done for a while. Maybe I'll just fix more bugs that arise. But I have to say, if Binding of Isaac 2 came out, then that would be Edmund's call more than mine, really. But I would try to be in the team that time for sure.
All right.
Yep.
So, are there any upcoming games that you are looking forward to? Not ones that you've created, but just to play.
I guess they all came out. GTA came out, but then again, I didn't find a pirated version of that yet, so. And I will not encourage them for waiting a year to come to PC, so. Uh, yes, I'm a pure PC gamer, but yeah, I don't believe in hype anyways. I think you should just play games that are actually out and not hope that there will be good games in the future. And I'm a really heavy League of Legends player. I play that a lot still. I wonder what they'll come up with next.
I'm certain it's not more skins, but
Oh yeah, they'll rework my favorite champion Rice in a way that I might not like, but we'll see about that. I mean, not that I'll do anything or could do anything about it, but I'll definitely see how if he'll remain my favorite champion.
oh, hopefully so.
Yes.
All right, so I have questions from Reddit now, and they come from the Binding of Isaac subreddit specifically, but there are a
Is
few of the questions not Isaac related.
is this live?
No, no, it is not.
Oh, okay.
No, there's nobody staring at us right now. You're good.
It just seemed like you, you just got in these questions just
No,
from the
that's
viewers.
this was these questions. This is posted and everything's been done. I guess about a week as far as these Reddit questions.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Redditor Enclave of Obsidian asks, what would you want to see in the upcoming Rebirth DLC?
I really don't play Rebirth much, so I guess I would like if they concluded all my ideas from my update, but we'll see.
All right. So TT or TDTBAA wants to know about your beautiful voice, and that is as specific as that question was.
Oh yeah, you should definitely check my YouTube channel, and then you can hear it for more than 10 days straight.
All right. So Insomniac Koala 42 asks, what was the most difficult aspect of Isaac to code?
Um, hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Well, I guess I didn't. I guess there wasn't much that was actually difficult because I usually just took the lazy way. Like some of the things don't even pause when you press pause, or some of them keep moving even if they're frozen. So it's usually just a quick way to get them done. So nothing particularly hard, and I already had the path finding and the walls from another game that never came out that I made. So I guess most of it was quite simple, really. It was all just lots of work. That's all that was.
A lot of repetitiveness, I guess.
Well, not repetitiveness. It's just the sheer amount of work because there's just so many items and enemies and bosses and rooms and map to randomly be designed. But making the map was actually fun. So that
The
was.
game. Go ahead.
No, I was done.
All right. So the game you just mentioned with the collisions and pathfindings and whatnot that you did not complete. What game or like what would that have been like, or how
Oh,
far
that
into it did you get?
it was a game where you were actually a regular human, but you were fighting against zombies and ghosts, and you had to trick them into running into each other, and then they would neutralize themselves. Oh, but I started many Flash games and didn't finish them. Hmm.
All right. So Insomniac Koala 42 also asked, have you ever considered designing and programming a game by yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to do that more now, but it's also a lot of work. I definitely want to design games. Maybe I'll even design games and let them be made by someone else. In fact, I'm trying to do that. Yeah.
All right. Another question by him is, which designer in the indie scene do you most admire, and would you want to work with them?
Oh well, I am really not too much in the whole indie scene. I guess I like Phil Fish a lot, but only from what I've seen. I mean, I don't know him. I like Fess, and I like how everyone hates him. It's just amazing. Uh,
All right. So, Q the new 42Q says, "Don't you dare add walking hosts to vanilla." So, any plans on
oh,
doing that?
oh no, that's actually the all the updates were just completely made from the old graphic assets nearly. Only the achievement pictures and such I had made by Edmund customly. Otherwise, it's just programming that's different mostly, and no kind of graphics almost.
All right. RC Gaming asks, since you said Lazarus Gaming is nearly as young as Isaac, how old exactly is Isaac?
Lazarus Gaming? What's
I didn't make
that?
the questions. I don't know.
I don't know what that is. That's probably just someone advertising his own thing.
Maybe, but still, I guess. How old is Isaac exactly?
Oh, the character. I don't know. I guess he could be like 3 or so,
All right.
but I really don't know.
Nobody knows.
I guess it's hard to tell with all this stylization.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, Quintro wants to know: do you ever watch Let's Plays or streams by Isaac players like NL, Cobalt, or Biznap? If
Oh
yes,
yeah.
what do you think of these, and which is your favorite, etc.?
I used to like Northern Lion a lot, but now I've got this different one that's called Rage Gaming Videos. I really like his voice. I haven't tried the others much. I tried Bisnap. Yeah, yeah, that one's good. Rage Gaming. But it's really amazing just to see him play and know all the things and do the amazing dodges that I wouldn't be good at.
It's like I just make the game. I don't play it. Well,
Oh, I play, but I just can't be as good as them. I
right,
probably
right.
have so many hours. I have like 1,000 hours for sure, but yeah, I guess I'm just never epic at dodging. I'm good at finding all the secret rooms. uh,
All right. So, ASDF 3011 asks, how is the work on Eternal DLC coming along, and is there going to be a lost equal added, or even an anti-lost? And what about an ending where Isaac is found?
there's no new endings and there's no new characters. Hmm, yes.
All right. I mean, Eternals coming along good though.
Oh yeah, it's good. There's achievements for finishing the game in hard mode.
Hey,
That's it. No endings.
all right. All right, so Salivander, this is the last question from the Reddit community, wants to know what you thought of the community remix if you played it.
I didn't play it, but I saw Northern Lion play it, and I thought that it was maybe too easy. I guess they had double hearts and double keys and all kinds of things, and all you can go even more overpowered with the new transformation they added. But I don't know. I might be wrong. I thought that if they would work on Isaac, they would make it more difficult and not less difficult. But I haven't played it, so maybe it's actually hard, and Northern Lion just makes it look easy because he's good. Who knows?
Maybe. All right. So, anything else you'd like to talk about concerning comics games or soon to be what Squid Games, something, or or Isaac
Game.
or anything to the fans or anything at all?
Oh, Game Squid.
Game Squid, that's right.
Oh well, I guess I basically said everything. Hmm.
All right.
Uh. I, oh yeah. I guess I'm finding a new YouTube partner. So if they're interested, they should contact me within the next week if they
All
want
right.
to spend large amounts of time with me
Hey,
for
hey.
free.
It's the
I will
best kind
not
of
be
times.
paying them. Oh yeah.
So if anyone is interested in contacting you about that, how would they go about that, or would be the best way?
That's my email address on my homepage, I think. Pretty sure.
All right. Well, everybody, since you're already here, you might as well subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to visit our site, tinktink.org, for all of your gaming needs. Also, if you've heard of Binding of Isaac or any of Florian's other games and haven't played it, you should do yourself a favor. Go play them, go buy them, play a demo, on Florian's site, comicsgames.com. And there are, like I said, plenty of other interesting and fun games Florian has created on there. Also be sure to check out Florian's YouTube channel, Game Squid, for videos on Isaac and other things. And of course, thank you, Florian, for doing this interview with us today.
Oh, thank you too. It was nice.
All right. Well, this has been Josh Wilson. As always, thanks for listening to TinkTink.org interviews.